Hey y'all, October 28th. This is pipe work part 2, right? Slowly but surely added those last couple pieces on. I know it looks a little funky right now, but as this thing gets welded together, we'll probably put a bigger piece of pipe in here, and you can send it down the middle, and you can form where it's for the most part the seams are pretty even. But the different rotations of the cone make it look a little funky, right? Once we get it welded and shaped and all that stuff, and it's cleaned up with the Scotch-Brite wheel, that pipe will literally look brand new. Scotchy wheel, right? Three layers of this rough Scotchy on the air tool will shine that thing up. It'll look like chrome. It'll be beautiful. So there you go. She fell right into the mount there. The only thing I did was I opened it up, the mount, a little bit. But I haven't moved it, adjusted it. I did loosen it so I could move it around a little bit. But I haven't changed the height of it or anything. And it seems to be dropping right into place, man. Got a couple little marks there. So we got to maybe that pipe mount is up a little higher, or maybe I got to twist the pipe a little bit. I think I have to twist the pipe a little bit. But here, let me do it and I'll show you. Hang in there, folks. This will be a 8-minute video today. This is gonna work. This gonna do it. That's gonna do it right there. So come on, get on over here. Don't be shy. Okay. So that's going to do her right there. That leaves us plenty of room if we leave the radiator on the back to get a U pipe in here, and get the silencer on it. Man, I like the way that thing looks already. It looks like a dragster pipe right there. This thing's going to fly, folks. Yeah, like it, live it, love it. So that's it. We're not going to put this bit on. We're not going to tack that bit on until the welding gets done. So if he needs to get in there and grind, or like I said, put it on a longer piece of tube, bigger piece of tube, and do a little hammer shaping and forming. And that way we can weld this bit together, then bring, have it put in place. I don't know if he's going to do this at work. Rich, you going to do it at work? I don't know. Whatever he wants to do, and then we'll end up connecting the last two pieces together, getting her cleaned up. We got to get an exhaust probe bung on there, and we have to fill in the test bung that they had on that one. So there you go. Pipe part 2. It's my part, my work done and done. It's up to Richie now. I'm going to move on tomorrow to kingpins, getting the big 11/16 nut knocked off of here. I think I don't know, man. We're gonna have to take a look. I'd really like to save the bit of thread that's underneath there if we can. If the weld is just flush, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what we got going here and work on it. But that's got to go. Even if we just sand it round and leave it. Right, we still need to get a jam nut on here, and the jam nut from the other set is pretty thin, pretty low profile. We could always cut and make a special one. It's just a little jam nut that locks it down. That ain't even maybe a 1/4 inch thick there. I don't know. I don't have light in there for you. Sorry about the camera. But there you go. So we'll be working on those next, probably tomorrow. Start knocking that big nut off the top of there. I'm going to have to take this stuff apart, and before we do anything with the other ones, and make sure that the threaded bit that's on the existing kingpin is relatively the same in relation to what we got. If not, we may have to call MXK and just have them send us the parts and pieces of the kingpin deal, and put it together ourselves. That'll probably save. We may end up doing that anyway. But that's it. We'll get we'll dig up the spare spindles here in the bench over here, and start working on all this too. Gonna kill me to take that nose cone back off. Took me an hour to get that sucker on. You know what I mean, Ace? I was telling Ace all about it today. These we were talking about Zeus fasteners and springs and all that, and the rivets. If you're going to use rivets to hold the self-ejecting thing down, that you've got a clearance to panel underneath has to have a hole in it, so those rivets that have popped have clearance. Otherwise, you've got a great big. That's why I cut mine down like I do. I cut the ears off and sand them round, just so there is no issue with all that. But had problems with the springs when I went to go put the nose back on. One of the rivets holding the spring on had come loose, dislodged of the fiberglass, and I could reach in there and hold it in place. And I could reach around with my other hand and with a screwdriver or even the Zeus tool, and I could start to turn, but I didn't have enough leverage to push up and force the spring down to get it, because the front two on this thing are pretty tight. So man, I was this close to dropping F-bombs and cussing and swearing. Man, was I mad. But I finally got it on with some praying and some pleading with Jesus. I finally got that thing on, and I'm not looking forward to taking it off. But yeah, it is what it is. Good chance we don't get the go-kart painted, the bodywork painted, and I guess whatever. What do you do? No big deal. The paint job ain't going to make it go any faster. It's just going to make us look a little cooler. Anyway, God bless, Godspeed, hang in there. We are praying for you. We'll bring you some more.